in Singapore, the French team. Plenty of backing yesterday. A Les Bleus ringing around.
Yeah, well, they've got a school that's got 3,000 students. It's one of the biggest schools here in Singapore, and it is a French-speaking school. And this is how Kenya reached this position. Good win against Russia, then the draw against Scotland, but the loss and the points differential meant that they qualified second in their pool. And the French, well, they topped their pool. Wins against New Zealand, the USA, and also Canada.
Okay, the winner of this one will face off against Argentina in the Cup semi. On the other side, it is South Africa, and Fiji is set to do battle a little later today. Oh, there's so much to get excited about, no question.
Kenya.
Which French team has turned up today, Sean? That's the big question I'd like to know.
Time to find out who is marching through to the Cup semi against Argentina. Here it is, France and Kenya. Let's find out right now, Willie Losse, as to which French team has turned up. I'll tell you who is. Here is Vakatawa. 1, 2 guys bring him in somehow. Vakatawa maintains possession.
Advantage.
Despite the pressure of the Kenyan defenders, looking to fend away. There is Claire.
Advantage over.
Logel takes it across the park, and now it's with the captain, Candelon.
Yeah, big mistake there, Logel. He was actually clearing the wrong player out of the ruck. Candelon had actually gone a little bit more forward, and that's good reward for the Kenyans, who have been put under the pump in the opening minute of the game.
They did well too, Kenya, there to shut down the threat of Virimi Vakatawa, who in parts yesterday was just unstoppable. Scored his 50th try on the circuit yesterday as well, and many more to come, no doubt about that, for Vakatawa, who lines up in the midfield here and will be doing a little defence for the moment. Here he comes on the slide, but Kenya happy to push it too. Their magic man, Collins Injera. Patient build up from the Kenyans here. Back comes to Alodi, and now he goes back to Injera. Injera is crunched. You do not run at Vakatawa. And that's going to be the result. 10 times out of 10. Now this is scrappy. It's going to fall. Very, very nicely for Aikadi, and France grab the first 5-pointer.
Third try here in Singapore, 14th in his career. And it was a bit of a gift because the Kenyans are just throwing passes, and they were awful passes as well, not taken cleanly. Aikadi couldn't believe his luck. Johnny on the spot. Jeremy picked it up and raced away. That's just what the doctor ordered.
Conversion is good off the boot of Steven Perez. Is 7-zip after 3 minutes of play.
Sean, yesterday the French made 22 visits inside the 22 and scored 12 tries, or 11 tries. The Kenyans had 11 visits and only scored 5, and so that's the difference, isn't it? Taking your opportunities, and that's what the French team did yesterday.
Speaking of taking your opportunities, we saw Oscar Ayodi, one of the biggest butcher tries we've seen in quite some time against Scotland, and that ended up costing them, really, because it was a draw in that one, and it hurt their chances. Here's Vakatawa. Injera does well to bring him down and looks to put some pressure on. Now the defenders on the outside will push up and look to limit the damage of the French team here. Taking play forward sharply. Ooh, contact in there from Mbaka. Rogel makes the switch. Just slow build up now, and it's the two big men who are going to look to strike in tandem. Lakafia and Vakatawa overran that one. So it now goes back in the hands of the Kenyans. Injera is monstered by Vakatawa, who jumps to his feet looking for the turnover. Can't affect it on that occasion. Kenya. Kayangi switching there to Oliek. And again, it comes loose for France. I look forward that pass. It's going to be play on though. Logel tosses it back in field.
Great defence there from William Barker, getting up there, the number 12 for the Kenyans. It was a one-on-one tackle, and he used the sideline brilliantly to make sure that Logel was always heading towards that way. Look at Logel, backed himself. He's a big forward, but Barker equal to the challenge, and Logel just loses the ball. The Kenyans get a chance with a feed to the line out.
There is the chant of Alain Lebleu, ringing up from the French supporters here in Singapore. They want their side to press hard here on the Kenyans, but the men in red are up to it, and they're going to break clear. Streaking away is Oscar Ayodi, and watch him just plant this hard and firm into the turf for Kenya.
He's not going to make the mistake he did yesterday of trying to offload it to somebody in support. Oscar Ayodi brings the Kenyans back into this game, and this is when they are at their most dangerous, is when they do the set piece as well and then start running to the line and putting the ball into space there. The little juggle, he had Injera on the outside, Kandalon had to hold his line, and then Ayodi just broke free. Lovely running style too. And now the all-important conversion to draw level with France with a minute out from the first half.
That's all the time you're allowed for a kick. I won't warn you next time. Time on.
The conversion attempt is good, and we are all square. Tied up. 7-7.
Come on.
It's a great restart. Solo weighted, and it's going to bring Kenya
Fair contest.
a feed to the scrum as well.
And this is a great attacking opportunity too. Midfield scrum, you're on the 10-metre line, they'll split the back line, and depending on how the scrum goes, but the Kenyans will obviously look to try and go the same way as the natural flow out to the right.
I'll watch it.
Great teams score just before the break. And so let's see if Kenya can
Crouch.
effectively
Bind.
take the lead.
Set. Collapsing far side.
The gong goes. Ayodi is wide for Kenya, now switched to him. Oh, it's scrappy back now. Vakatawa comes away. Vakatawa again. Two players bring him in, and he flicks it back, and it's going to go to Kenya. Kayangi makes Virimi Vakatawa pay big time.
Look at that total, 156. His younger brother has scored 223. So that is 379 tries to that family. Here's Vakatawa. The right option was to throw the ball in there, but he just looked for the fancy one, and the Kenyans couldn't believe it. They snapped onto it. Ayodi, who scored the first try, became provider for Kayangi to score the second, and the Kenyans take the lead.
Conversion attempt. Boot of Oliek is good. Kenya have scored 14 straight points, and they are now clear by 7 over France.
Now the French on day 2 have come out and made a few more mistakes than they did yesterday. 4 errors. They've given the ball away on 6 occasions. And the 2 penalties, and that's what's really costing them. You would have seen those graphics coming across the bottom of your screen during the half-time break. You need to eliminate that to get back in this game.
Okay, 7 minutes to play here between Kenya and France. We're looking for a winner here to take on Argentina, who defeated Samoa in the game previous to this in the Cup semi-final a little later today. Will it be Kenya or will it be France? It is the Kenyans on attack here now, and they get a penalty to work with as well. And they're going to go within a whisker of scoring again, however. France thwart that challenge and now will be forced to defend a little more.
Well, there's 2 penalties in the opening 45 seconds of the second half. That's what's going to hurt you. And watch out for Collins and Jetta to use someone like a Monde to cart the ball up.
He goes that way too.
Advantage, dangerous tackle.
More penalty advantage here for Kenya. Injera, oh, he's chopped. Centimetres from the line. Lakafia made the tackle, but they rumble on Kenya. That looked to spit out the back. We're going to go upstairs for a look at this one. Willie, what did you make of it?
I think Humphrey Koing has got there.
Try, no try.
He picked and had a look. The assistant referee is talking.
Lost forward, no try. Come back for the penalty. Wait.
And he's lost it.
Penalties for dangerous tackle.
The pick, there's the try line, and he has lost it.
Still though, ball with Kenya, driving in the line and nailing it for Kenya is Mbaka. Too much possession, too much territory.
Ill discipline again, 3 penalties inside your own 22 is going to be costly. They moved it out. Mbaka had the angle. Very little that Perez could do. Big man on small man, and the big man's always going to win.
Kenya have made it 21 unanswered points. They're up by 2 converted tries. And they get the ball into the hands of that man, Virimi Vakatawa, do France.
It's only 2 tries. The French just need possession.
Beautiful take from the restart from France. Canelon's back. Lakafia. Nigeria's going to ride him into the turf. Good line this from Vakatawa. Look out. This is going to be fun. Vakatawa. Oh, that is an excellent tackle down low from Lugonzo. But we were playing the penalty advantage for offside defensive line from the Kenyans.
Lovely right from the kickoff. It was Perez that was lifted. And they won position, showing just how dangerous they are as Perez now drives playing to the 22. Love the line that Lakafia runs. He is such an intelligent player, obviously. Made his name here and then represented France in the Six Nations. Has come back to the Sevens game. And he needs more ball.
Goes Lorgel. Now they go to that man, Vakatawa. Well, they are defending him well for the moment, the Kenyans, but he picks and goes again. However, Mel O'Brien says he didn't release. Really, I just lost a shot of that. What was the penalty for?
Not releasing the ball after being tackled. And so that's an interpretation that the referee has seen. You and I missed it clearly. And Vakatawa is puzzled by the outcome as well.
Three to run in this one. It is Kenya up by 14. And now we go to Palangi at the top of his jump. He taps it back, and now he's Back to play scrum half and take it for a little spin in tight. Lakafia made the tackle.
Move away.
There's another penalty. Boy, they're starting to mount up now. 7-1. And in a game that is a cup quarter-final. No stats kill you.
Time off. Sub.
I love the way the Kenyans are playing here, though, Sean. They're just slowing things down, walking to the line out, wasting time, letting the clock count down, even though they've called timeout now for changes in the reserves. But that's smart playing.
We've got to keep in mind as well, don't we, Willie, that Kenya was just in it up to their eyeballs last week in Hong Kong against Fiji before going down well after the full-time hooter. So on their day, they can trouble the best in the world. Here they are against France. They're going to close this one out, and they're going to go close to doing so here with a hot-stepping, charging big unit. And it's the captain saying, that will do us. Monde goes in for Kenya.
Look at the celebration as well. Big Andrew, big A. Andrew Monde gets his 32nd try. They couldn't have come at a better time. It's quarterfinals time. This is where you earn your dough. Yesterday was about show. And today you earn your cash, and Kenya have come out the better side.
So after being behind by 7 early on here against France, Kenya have run up 28 straight points.
That'll disappoint the French. They were in the game very much and haven't scored a point in the second half. They've given away possession. They've been ill-disciplined, and it's cost them a spot in the semi-final.
I'll blow time on when you kick it. I'll blow time on when you kick it. Time's on when you kick it. Come on.
It's good rugby all around there. Initially, the restart was excellent. The take was up to it, but we've found ourselves a yellow card in there, Willie Lossay.
Yeah, I sort of blame the lifter as well. Candelon went up and took it beautifully. His teammate, is his responsibility to bring him down.
Dangerous play in the air.
And so the French now with possession.
Lakafia gets past the tackle there of Ayotte.
Round the side, White.
It'll only be a consolation try should France get it. And they're going to rubber in behind with, oh, that is an excellent finish in the end. Wait.
Playing the man without the ball.
Not playing the man is a call. I thought we were going to mark up 5 points to Bonneval, the youngster, Willie Lossay.
Yeah, well, he was jolting there, and you can't play the player off the ball. And the Kenyans have done remarkably with only 6 defenders. The kick in behind, and then it was a foot race between Bonneval and Montari. And you can see him playing the ball, the player off the ball. This is the quietest of the quarterfinals.
Well, the crowd here, the pro-French crowd, have been taken out of it after Kenya scored just before the break to set up a lead. A 7-point lead, and it's been all the Kenyans again in the second half. So they've done well to negate that factor. On goes to the National Stadium. Go up. Just need to tap this one into touch, and that'll be that.
Get out.
They can go work on their game plan for their cup semi-final against Argentina. Can Kenya? Dominant performance. Winjira and his men to get past Lakafia and co. They are decided, our cup semi-finalists. Kenya 28, France 7.